Hey guys, Connor Tyler here with our Flame session. Today we're going to be talking about NHL 16.
After a devastating year with NHL 15, we're here to talk a little bit about what EA did to make NHL 16 a big deal.
So one of the first things to start off, NHL 15 really had poor connection issues, bad graphics, bad gameplay, just overall not really user-friendly, fun experiences.
Just not a fun, easy experience, yeah.
So with NHL 16, one thing that just pops out the most to me is the graphics. As you can see here, you got like the character models, the textures and everything, the ice, even the audience responds to every action that you take.
Running 1080p, 60 frames per second.
It gives it a real smooth gameplay experience. Tons of different game modes.
One of the game modes that they're bringing back this year is the My Player game mode. From the beginning, you can choose your size, your height, a little bit about how your character looks, and then it's all about in-depth skill choosing. You can decide what position your player is playing. You can decide whether you want to be drafted into the CHL, directly into the NHL. Start your way from the bottom and work up, or go directly to a team and get a little bit less play time. But point is, you can spend a lot of in-depth time focusing on what you want your player to be best at, playing solely as that player on any team in the NHL that you prefer. And really, you don't get those bonds that you would in a real hockey team, but I mean, you get to work your way towards it. It's a real fun, put yourself in the game hockey experience.
All right, so another good game mode that keeps NHL players coming back for more is Hockey Ultimate Team. So what you do with that, you start off as a base team. All your players are real low level, or what they have player ratings, and so you have like that base team. And what you do is you play sets of games, series of games, and then from there you build up a currency, the money in the game. And what you do with that, you take it, you go to the store, just like you'd buy any other football card pack. It has the stats on the back and everything. You buy one of those packs, and then you go in and you open them up, and in those packs there's anything from gold, silver, bronze players, gold being the best, silver, and then bronze. Build your team up from there and then keep playing on, and eventually you'll get to a point where your team is just stacked with good players.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about, they have themed packs too for things like November and breast cancer awareness?
Yeah, so with that, they have the breast cancer awareness. Those have packs that you can open up. And
they show a lot of support. That's one thing that we really like about this game, is they're big on showing support for community issues outside of the game.
Yeah, and then with the Movember thing, everybody growing out their facial hair, which is pretty cool. It's just nice to see a game nowadays, putting support out to the community and not just staying so solo-based into, what they're doing and what they want to improve on, bringing interest in outside of the game, which, it kind of keeps it, fresh and exciting in the game.
And then they also have the Team of the Week cards and things like that, where, say, certain players throughout the NHL had phenomenal weeks in the actual hockey league. They boost the stats for those cards, I believe, and put in better player ranked cards for them in the game for that week, that players have a chance to pull out of their gold packs and really get a chance to boost their team. A few other game modes that you can play. Say you're having a rough time online, people are just giving you a spanking.
Getting a good whooping from the good old players online.
From the good old players online. You can hop right into practice mode and actually set up a scenario in any way you'd like, offensive, defensive, any kind of rush, breakout, and you can put anywhere from 5-on-5 to 1-on-5 to 3-on-3. You can set up any scenario, any amount of players on offensive, defensive, and just jump right into the game and practice your deking, practice your passing skills, and in the end, hopefully hit a good wrist shot back of the net. Put it top shelf.
You get more practice, the better you get online, the more money you get, the more games you win, the more packs you open. The more packs you open, the better players you get, and that ultimately brings your team to a higher rating.
And let me tell you, Tyler, there's no feeling like when you see that puck at the back of the net. You jump up with excitement every time. A couple other game modes. There's be a GM game mode. This one's pretty fun. You can take any pre-existing NHL team, or actually a couple other official hockey leagues throughout the world, and you can become the GM of that team, making their roster changes, making trades, extending contracts, and just play a couple seasons with them, even through the playoffs, and try and win yourself a couple Stanley Cups. That's a good thing. It's good to see that they still keep the official side of things, where you can play through with a real team and get the real experience with that team. Overall, I'd say it's just a big step in the right direction. That they're taking NHL 16 seriously. They're taking the fans' opinion, and they're really putting that in the front seat, putting it in the driver's seat, letting them make some decisions to make this one of the best NHLs ever. I'd say the best NHL game they've ever made.
For sure, yeah. NHL 16 really brings everything that fans have wanted. Anything that they've wanted, and they put it in the game, now making it a better game for everybody to play, whether you knew or you're experienced, coming back from prior NHLs, getting a different feel and experience from, NHL 14, 15, now coming on to 16.
I think for today we're wrapping things up. Connor and Tyler's Flame Chest. See you guys tomorrow.